Thanks for joining us for a LEGO Dimensions video. Today we're going to look at the Fun Pack from DC Comics. This is Wonder Woman and her invisible jet. This is set number 71209. It has 41 pieces and it retails for $14.99 in the US. Ages 7 to 14. And in case you're not already familiar with what LEGO Dimensions are, this is a playable piece in the LEGO Dimensions game. The Fun Packs usually come with one character and one build that can construct into 3 variations. The first build is the straightforward invisible jet. To give you the illusion of being invisible, LEGO had built this using clear bricks. There are a few other bricks that are not clear to give you some depth perception to the actual build. Either that or they didn't mass produce those particular components in a clear format. Now you do have some dark red pieces to resemble the engine portion of the build. Now the rear tail wings and the side wings do move. They're just flags attached by claw clips, so you can choose to have the wings in whatever position you wish. Now the blue component on the bottom that it's attached to is the actual game piece. Inside is some technology that allows the game to read and understand what is attached to it. Now there isn't any emblems on the blue piece unlike our character one, so you can actually attach it to whichever build you want, and then when you go to save it in the game, it remembers what build is attached to that particular component. Now I took the one off of the minifigure, and I'll just show it to you in the camera. I'll make sure that it doesn't get blurry for you, but that's the component that's on the bottom. Now Wonder Woman is a really cool minifigure, and you don't see her too much in any of the DC Comics superheroes sets. Either that, or you have to buy a really pricey set, or at least a moderately priced set, to get that figure. And she hasn't been released independently. If you go to Bricklink or some of the other places that sell minifigures directly, you could purchase a Wonder Woman at a decent price, because it's a minifigure that hasn't been around in too many sets. But LEGO is very smart, and the interesting thing that they did when they released this minifigure in the Dimensions pack, they changed the printing to be unique for just this character. She comes with the Lasso of Truth accessory, and her stand is customized to be for Wonder Woman. She has the traditional red, white, and blue outfit with her tiara. I had removed her hairpiece so you can see the printing on the back of her torso, as well as the alternate face that she comes with. Now I just have her turned to the side to make one point, is that one of the main features of Wonder Woman is she has the bracelets that match her tiara. And they could be printed on the bottom of the sleeves, and they're not. So this figure is missing a major component of her uniform. Now, as I'd mentioned before, all of the builds that come in all of the packs have variations that you can construct, but you can only unlock them through the game. The instruction booklets that come inside these fun team or level packs only show you how to construct the minifigure. Now you can go online, I'm sure that there are instructions that have been created or are available through LEGO, but mainly the builds are through the game. What we're looking at now is the second construction from the Wonder Woman's Fun Pack, and this is the Stealth Laser Ship. It's a modified invisible jet. The wings are slightly wider in the front, and the wings in the back, or the fins, are slanted inward. From this view, you can see that there are 2 laser cannons. Both are on claw clips, so they will rotate up and down, and you can reposition these any way you wish to make believe you're shooting the enemy. There is a larger one connected in the center, and that will reach all the way to the front of the ship, so you don't actually hit the cockpit or anything in the way. And this smaller one in the back will rotate back and forth, and you can position that in whatever angle you want. This is the final build of our DC Comics Wonder Woman Fun Pack. You're looking at the Torpedo Bomber. Again, the wings are slightly angled and changed. You have the 2-tier cockpit system. From this angle, you can see it's a much smaller, compact plane. It's not as deep as the stealth laser or the invisible jet. And I kind of like this build. Here's a view from the back and from the opposite side. And in case you're wondering, whenever you reconstruct one of these alternative builds, you don't use more or less bricks than any of the other builds. You do get some extra pieces, which LEGO throws in as they always do, but from one build to the next, you use the same number of components, which I have to tip my cap to LEGO for doing that. It makes it easy to play with in the game, and you don't have to worry about missing pieces. Now, it would have been really cool if LEGO would have made the build slightly bigger or changed it just a little bit so the minifigure could actually sit in or be on top of the build itself. But they are what's considered micro builds and not to minifigure scale, which is perfectly fine for the game and to keep costs down. However, speaking of cost, this is more of a polybag type setup, maybe with the technology and the chip in the blue pieces to be a little bit more pricey, but $15 plus tax is quite a hefty sum for fun packs. And if you're wondering what this character does in the game, well, you can shoot her tiara just like Batman's Boomerang, and she does fly. So that'll wrap this review of this DC Comics LEGO Dimensions Fun Pack of Wonder Woman and the Invisible Jet. We hope you liked the video. Please leave us a thumbs up, share your comments, click subscribe, and check out our other videos. We'll have more LEGO Dimensions content out shortly, and until then, happy building!